Hi guys, welcome to another video. Today we're going to be looking at 5 reasons why City should sign Ferran Torres. The reason we're doing this video is because there's been loads and loads of rumours linking us with this guy. It's probably started about last week properly, and then this week, along with the cast, it's just gone mad. It's just gone mental, hasn't it? So yeah, this is the reason this video is dropping. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button with the notification bell turned on. I've got loads of new content coming out for you. And if you like the video, please smash that like button for us. We're going to go for 200 likes on the video. It just helps other City fans find the channel. So that'd be much appreciated. Right, okay, so you've seen the style of play there on screen. Let's go to number 1. Reason number 1 City should sign this guy, and it's going to be costing. So how much he's going to cost the club. Now, he does have a £100 million release clause, according to the Spanish press. However, he's only got 1 year left on his contract. So that sounds very familiar, doesn't it? So it sounds like Valencia are going to let him go a lot cheaper than his release clause. And the rumours have it that it's going to be around the £40 million mark. So, yeah, what do you think of that?
Yeah, well, he obviously wants to leave. He's come out with his agent as well, and Valencia did offer him a contract. They said that they make him the highest paid player there, or one of the highest paid players at Valencia. Obviously, they're keen to keep him as well with him coming up through the Valencia's academy. However, he rejected that, and is it 1 year left on his contract?
1 year left.
Yeah. So although he does have a £100 million release clause, we shouldn't be looking at paying anywhere near that.
No. The
same situation as Sane. It's all too familiar for us. We shouldn't even attempt to go near that price. But don't take that away from his quality, because he is a really, really good quality player, and we'll be getting him for a cut price, which it's exciting. It's exciting times for that.
Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, if you look at what did we sign Sane for back in the day? Was it like 35 million?
Yeah.
So, you know, when we signed Sane, he would have been about 20, 21 or something. So this kid's 20. So, you know, you're not looking at, you know, too disproportionate of a fee there. It sounds like it's going to be sort of similar price that we paid for Sane when we bought him. So, yeah, I think the price is good. If you can get him for around £40 million, it might be worth doing something, offering Valencia like a 30 million, but then after so many appearances, giving him another 10 and another 10, another 10. You know, you can
bump up.
Yeah, you can bump it up.
Yeah.
You can bump it up. But yeah, I think £40 million, what's being rumoured, I think that's a good price. And given that his release clause is 100 million, you get him for around 40. I think that's a good deal. So yeah, number 1 is cost. Reason number 1. So reason number 2, and this is an interesting one, is that Ferran Torres can play anywhere across the front line. I've seen him play right and I've seen him play left, and he can drift in the middle as well. So I feel like this is something that we've missed over the years. You've got Sane, only plays on the left. You've got Sterling, who can play left and right, but is a lot better on the left. Mahrez and Bernardo are just stuck to the right. So you're kind of stuck there. Your team's kind of a little bit predictable. Defenders, again, it's a little bit more predictable for the defenders. It's sort of like the Iron Robin thing, you know. You pretty much know what the player's going to do. It's just they're too good to stop. Whereas this kid, you don't really know what he's going to do. He can play left, he can play right. He does mostly play on the right from what I've seen, but I've also seen a lot of footage of him playing on the left. And I just feel that this would be something massive for us, that we can have someone who can just go anywhere across that front line, and they're not just stuck to one position on the pitch.
Yeah, it offers massive fluidity for the team as well. And not even just for the starting lineup. I mean, like, if you're halfway through a game and things aren't going right, you can always switch to wingers. I'm sure we've seen that a few times as well. When it's been like Sterling and Bernardo, sometimes they'll swap sides. It's massive fluidity, and that increases his value massively, because he can play anywhere on the pitch, well, across that front three. And I haven't seen him as a striker. I'd be excited to kind of see him there and see how he can do in that position. Another thing about him playing both sides leads me on to the next point, which is he's two-footed. So this guy's as good with his left foot as he is with his right foot. And that's amazing, because if you have players on the right-hand side who get injured, or players on the left-hand side who get injured, he can just play either side.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I tell you what, being two-footed this day and age, you know, it's one of the most important things. And if you're not two-footed, it's very rare that you're going to make it as a professional footballer if you're not. And I tell you what, one of my favourite players of all time, which might be a bit weird, but one of my favourite players of all time is actually Santi Cazorla. He used to play for Arsenal, and I think did he play for these? He might have been playing for Malaga, actually. But one of the things that I used to love about Santi Cazorla was how two-footed he was. I've never seen anybody other than him who's as two-footed as he was. I used to say penalties were different feet, he was that two-footed. Now this kid's the same. He can play with either foot, and I just feel that it's massive. It's a massive thing, and obviously when you play as a kid, you know, you train, you use both feet. But I don't think that trait is sort of is raved about enough. I think it's massive, and like you said, being the fact that he can play on either side. He can go down the left and he's not having to constantly cut back in to cross it, you know what I mean, or do something. He can whip one in with his left foot, and it just means as a defender, it's harder to defend because you don't know what he's going to do. Whereas, you know, you got Mahrez on the right-hand side. We all know 9 times out of 10 he's going to cut in. Now, there's nothing wrong with that because he's good when he does it, but as a defender, if you're decent, you can sort of position yourself in a way that, you know, it's going to make it more difficult, and you're going to try and show him down the outside, which means he's got to try and cut it in with his right foot. And he's all right with his right foot, to be fair, Mahrez. But I just feel if you are truly two-footed, as a defender, it must be an absolute nightmare because you just have no idea what he's going to do. And like you say, with the fact that he can play on both sides, it means that if he's going down the right, he can whip one in or he can cut back in and do something on his left. And I was watching some highlights of him before, actually, on a video. We'll link it in the description. And one of the clips, I think it's about halfway through, he's on the right-hand side and he cuts in and he does a lovely dink pass over the defence with his left foot. And I just saw it and I thought, wow, that is incredible. Like, I can't state out how important it is to be two-footed and be truly two-footed, you know what I mean? If you look at David Silva, for instance, I've never seen him shoot with or do anything with his right foot, but with his left foot, obviously, he's brilliant. And I just feel that, yeah, I think that this is a massive, massive thing. Sane wasn't really right-footed, but this kid is special, I think, and yeah, that's our point number 3. That he can use both feet, which is mad, really. I think that shouldn't really be a reason to buy him, and it's not a reason to buy him, but it's a reason to consider him as a player. I think
it's a positive, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
And as well as that, he's young, isn't he? And that's our next point. So point number 4 is his age. Did you say he's only 20?
20 years old, yeah.
So 20 years old. We're buying him at a reasonable price, so he has so much time to be at the club. And unlike Sane, obviously he left. We signed him around 2021, like I said before. But he has loads of time to develop under Pep, and then as well he'll mould better because signing an old player, bringing him into a Pep side, it's going to be hard for him to, because he's been playing football all his life, it's hard for him to then get used to Pep's weird style of football. And obviously it's hard for any player to come into the team and get used to Pep. But being young, you have that kind of can't teach an old dog new tricks. You have that kind of side of you. So and bringing him in, he'll be able to learn a lot. And if he can, going back to the two-footed thing, if he can excel that trait, like that's a trait that not many players have and can use, like the ability that he can. And if he can excel that could be insane. Like we could see a guy who's fluid on both sides of the pitch, and because he's so young as well, we're nowhere near his peak.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. You're right. And it is true that Pep can mould Torres into whatever he wants to be. And I guess that's probably what he tried to do with Sane. That's what he has done with Sterling. Look at what Pep's done to Sterling. When Sterling first joined under Pellegrini, that first year, he wasn't good, guys. He wasn't good. And some people might, he was all right. No, I don't think he was all right. I think he was really poor in his first year. But Pep came in, and Pep has transformed the way Raheem Sterling's played. To which point, Raheem Sterling is now a world-class player. Ferran Torres is coming in. You know, he's only played for one professional team, so he's only had a manager, maybe 2 managers or whatever. He's going to come in, he's going to learn under the best manager in the world, and he's going to have the belief, Torres will have the belief that Pep will make him a good player. He's going to be playing with the best players in the world. He'll be looking at Sterling, and he'll be looking at Mahrez, 2 of the best wingers in world football, and he'll be learning daily from them. He'll be getting supplied from Kevin De Bruyne, from Phil Foden. And I just feel that, like you say, Pep can truly mould Ferran Torres into exactly what he wants to be. And what that is exactly, we don't know, because he can play anywhere across that front line. He could come in, we think he might play right wing or left wing or whatever. Could turn him into a striker. We have no idea because he's so young. He's not played that much football. So yeah, he's a bit of an unknown, but I just feel, yeah, with him being young, Pep can mould him into whatever he wants to be. and he could turn out to be something really, really special.
It is exciting.
It is. So what's number 5? What's point number 5?
Point number 5 is the patience. And what we mean by this is, this guy is young. He's going to be patient. He's not going to be like demanding to get into the team. So if you sign some older guy who's at his peak, he's going to be wanting to play all the time. Whereas this guy, I think he'll understand more the rotational side of things, and because he's only young. Obviously Sane, he wasn't getting enough game time, so that's why he left. He was in and out of the squad. But with him being, with the traits that he had, with all 4 points which we've discussed before this, I think this guy will get a lot more games. So although patience is this point, and that is a massive thing that Pep wants, I think he'll have a lot more game time than he'll need.
Yeah. And it's possible that he will get more game time than Leroy Sané would have done, because Leroy Sané was, think about it guys, Leroy was limited to one position, a left wing role. You know what I mean? I can't remember a time when he played right wing. He might, someone in the comments will probably say, oh, he played here, there. But let's be honest, he didn't really play right wing. But as we said, this guy can play anywhere across the front. So he's got more chances. He's got more potential to play a game and play more minutes. So in his head, surely he's going to be more patient. And yeah, I just feel that, again, he'll come in, he'll be young, he'll be learning off the best players under the best manager. And I just don't think there'll be that real demand knocking on the door. Sane clearly wasn't happy with the amount of minutes he was getting. And to be fair, to a certain extent, guys, I can sort of understand. Leroy Sane was one of the best wingers in world football. And he couldn't really get in the team when he was fit, because we had a fantastic Raheem Sterling, who's a world-class footballer. And you had Bernardo, who was killing it last season on the right wing. And obviously Mahrez, who played on the right wing as well, and Leroy didn't really fit the right wing, so it was really difficult for him to get games. So you can sort of understand why he wanted to leave. Ferran Torres ain't going to do that, as we've said. He's going to come in, he's going to work hard, he's going to knuckle down, and he's going to be patient. And when he gets his opportunities, he can play anywhere. I'm really excited, guys. I'm really excited by the potential of this guy happening. And the fact is, it's looking like it's going to happen. So what I'd say is, if you've not watched him, this video is going out on Thursday, which if you're watching it today, it's Thursday. Valencia playing tonight. If you're watching this after Thursday, they're then playing on Sunday, which is the last game. So their last game is a Sunday. I'll try to get it there, but I can't. So could the deal happen? Does he look good in a City kit? I don't know. Do you think City should sign this guy? £40 million, it's not bad, is it? For up and coming.
He's got my vote.
Yeah, I like him. So let us know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you think that City should go out and sign Ferran Torres? Is there someone else that you think? We'll link our 5 Leroy Sané replacement video, in the card next, where we go over 4 other wingers in there as well. So yeah, let us know in the comment section below who you'd sign to replace Leroy Sané. Would you sign anyone at all? So yeah, let us know in the comment section below. If you have liked the video, make sure you hit that like button, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe and hit the notification bell. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. See you later.